Thank you, and thank you for having me. Drive More Safely is a non-profit organization in the small little area of Robertson in the Western Cape in South Africa. Our main focus is education and awareness, and we try and get out on the roads as often as possible to educate our road users on being safe and responsible when they go on the road. Drive More Safely slogan says, where your safety on the road matters the most. So to us, that is a major thing, is to get you safe and responsible out on the road. Child safety in the moving vehicle has got a very soft spot in my heart. I lost my son in a car crash due to a drunken driver with a head-on collision just before his 21st birthday. So the devastation to our family is indescribable. But the other thing is that we are not as responsible as we should be. And unfortunately, parents in today is not as responsible as what they should be. So parents do not really interact with children. They also do not understand the impact that a crash has on the small little body of a child. When I spoke to Professor Sebastian van As, who is the head surgeon at the Red Cross Children's Hospital, he told me that the biggest killer of our children under the age of 3 is that of road crashes, which tells us once again that children under 3 are not restrained. But even if you drive on South African roads, that 80% of children are unrestrained in moving vehicles. So this adds to the 1,500 children that we kill on our roads every single year. And if we break this down, we kill 2 primary schools, which are junior schools in South Africa. That means children under the age of 12. So we kill 2 primary schools every year. We wipe them out. So these are children that are robbed of a future, children that are robbed of contributing to our economy, contributing that they could maybe make a huge big difference when they are grown-ups, but they are robbed of that due to road crashes. So South Africa has an amazing National Road Traffic Act, but unfortunately, it only changed in 2015 after Drive More Safely started really campaigning to change the law, because our law before that didn't include children under 3 in the Act, and it also did not enforce the use of a child restraint. So now it is the law that everybody within a moving vehicle needs to be restrained in an age-appropriate restraint. So unfortunately, South Africa also does not take road safety very seriously, and especially our parents. And I need to speak to parents, because your children, they are your precious cargo. If you are not going to look after your child, and if you are not going to restrain your child, you are going to lose your child. Car restraints is a must. It is non-negotiable. We injure 15,000 children on our roads in South Africa. 15,000 children every year lie in a hospital maimed. 15,000 children have to be assisted for the rest of their lives because parents didn't take the responsibility. Unfortunately, a little child's body cannot withstand the impact of a road crash. So I need to plead with parents, please be responsible and look after your child. A while ago, I received an email from the JMPD that informed me of a taxi that had 119 children in an 18-seater taxi. How can a parent allow their child to enter a taxi that is already overloaded? Do we really care? Is that the love that we have for our children? We kill an average of 4 children on our roads every single day. When are we going to say that enough is enough? When are we going to get to that stage where we can say, you know what? I love my child so much that she or he will be restrained, that I will spend the money and buy a restraint for my child because it is for their safety. Unfortunately, the South African law is there, but we have to police in South Africa 750,000 kilometers of roads with only a few traffic officers. So if we do not become responsible road users, then this is not going to happen. We are not going to be able to save these children unless parents do not become responsible. Road safety is a sad thing, and unfortunately, we really don't care. If you speak about road safety, then I'm told I do wear my seatbelt. Road safety is much more than wearing a seatbelt. So how are we going to change this? How are we going to make such a difference that we can invest in our children's future and not risk their lives every day on our roads? So I need you to come on board. I need you to ensure that your child is restrained. I need you to take responsibility. But I also need you to show tough love. Because unless you do not show tough love, we will not have our children safe and sound in our vehicles. And we will carry on losing our children. So I'm going to give you a few stats that is going to shock you. South Africa spends 3.6 billion rand a year on road safety. There is no money for road safety campaigns. There is no money for road safety education. There is no road safety education. Every year, we spend millions on educating on HIV/AIDS. We spend millions on TB. We have condoms that children are playing balloons with, that are there to prevent HIV/AIDS. Have you ever found anything on road safety anywhere where you go? I doubt it, because it is non-existence. So another proof that the road safety is not a serious issue until the death knocks on your door and you lose a loved one. So today, are you going to wait until you lose a loved one? Or are you going to come on board and make a difference and make our roads a safer place to be on? Children in moving vehicles are like a torpedo. If they are unrestrained, the speed that you are traveling on is the exact speed that that child will be traveling through the windscreen of your vehicle. It is that exact speed that that child will collide with the windscreen and go through the windscreen. It is that exact speed that that little child's body will be traveling through the air until it hits a solid object. Are you prepared to risk your child's life? Are you prepared to allow your child to be a torpedo in your vehicle? You are strapped in, you are buckled up, so why is your child not buckled up? Why are you risking your child's life? Why are you risking your child to be maimed for the rest of your life? Are we as parents not the responsible ones? Are we as parents not the ones to take up the responsibility? Why are we expecting the traffic officer or the law to enforce the law upon us? Isn't that what we are parents for? To love our children and to keep them safe. Safety in the vehicle is the number one thing when you get into your vehicle. Ensure the safety of your child and never ever risk your child's life. Child safety in the vehicle is so close to my heart. My organization has to date nearly issued 9,000 child restraints to families who do not have one. A campaign that we started way back in 2012 because I am so passionate about child safety that I wouldn't want your child to be killed in a road crash that could have been prevented. Unfortunately, funding is not available, so we work very hard to get out there and to do the work. Road safety in South Africa is not important. We need to start making it important, and we need to start speaking up and saying enough is enough. And this year, Drive More Safely will also be joining the United Nations Global Road Safety Week, when we speak up and say enough is now enough. So you need to get with us, need to join us, and need to become part of us, and then take hands and let us change this worldwide, not only in South Africa. We need to be out there. We need to really make a difference, and we need to really stand up and say, government, we have had enough. You need to come on board, and let's make our roads a safer place to be.